It's July 19th. Isaiah's prophecies against Judah are now echoed by Micah, an emerging prophet from the southwest region of Judah. The year is 703 BC. This new prophet condemns the corruption, fraud, greed, violence, and the perversion of justice that had infected Judah. His criticism hits hard against the nation, but especially against Judah's leaders, who are supposed to know better. As we see in chapter 3, verse 11, he is particularly sharp against their prophets and religious leaders that are more concerned with financial profit than communicating God's desires and priorities to the population. Corruption has permeated all levels of society. Micah's prophecies are quite specific, and like those of Isaiah, they are not in chronological sequence. They skip back and forth between eras and various time periods. Micah becomes next in the line of prophets to prophesy that the people of Judah will be exiled into Babylon. He also predicts Jerusalem's destruction, the Jews' subsequent return from exile, and Israel's glorious future under the physical and literal reign of the Messiah on the earth. Micah's prophecy in chapter 5, verse 2, that a ruler will come from Bethlehem with origins from a distant past, provides another clue that the Messiah is of supernatural origin. Of particular notice is the reaction of the people to the prophet in chapter 2, verses 6-11. Like most people that are confronted in their rebellion, they are stubborn and want no part of the prophet or his message. The response of the people is no surprise. No one wants to be confronted about their sin. Yet it is what one does when confronted with their own shortcomings that determines their destiny. God wants tender hearts that will readily acknowledge when our attitudes and actions need correction. Here's today's application. If asked, would those closest to you say that you have a tender heart? Do you get defensive when called to account for your actions? Or are you quick to acknowledge your offenses? God wants your heart to be tender toward Him and toward others. Now here's today's prayer.